The dangers of do-it-yourself accounting. Accounting where you're just saying, okay, I can do this, or I can, you know, use a spreadsheet or use a setup. It's quite okay. That's good enough for my business. What are the dangers in doing that? In this video, that is what we are diving into. The dangers of doing accounting yourself. I am Kersha Campbell. I'm a mom. I am a friend, aunt. I wear several hats. I do help everyday business owners, companies, contractors, those in the construction world, trades, helping you to increase your cash flow, helping you to say goodbye to financial chaos, the overwhelm, the frustration and confusion that exists in your business, and it spills over into so many areas of your life, your family life, your self-care, so many areas when your business is not, you know, operating efficiently, and you're not seeing the fruits of your hard work in your bank account. A lot of times persons will say, oh, business is separate from your family life or separate from your personal life. And that is so natural. That's another discussion for another video for sure. So that is what I dive into, helping you to plug those money leaks. There might be more monies leaving your business and coming in. You're earning 6, 7 figures, and you're like, I'm not seeing it in my bank account, my profits. What is happening here? So those are the things that I help you to conquer and get on top of. So what are the dangers in doing accounting yourself? There are a lot of dangers. And I'll quickly, insert this disclaimer, say this, that there is a place for doing things yourself. I mean, a lot of times I've attempted to do stuff myself, some probably assembling something or trying to fix. I think I tried to fix a garbage disposal before. Yeah, and that was fine. It took a long time. I was like YouTubing, and it took a long time. And even looking back, I'm like, okay, I could have called an expert, and I was spending so many hours trying to figure this out. And, the expert could have come in and, you know, done it in probably minutes. So there is a time and place for attempting to do things yourself. Again, it depends on the riskiness of that, like what is really involved, the risk of, you doing it yourself. Like if they're trying to work through a garbage disposal, for example, and yeah, it doesn't work, I can always call in an expert, and, they can fix it, and, the damage and stuff might not be that detrimental. However, when you think of your business, when you even think of your health, so you might have a symptom and you're like, okay, I can just Google and say, okay, these are my symptoms. I'll probably grab this over the counter medication, or, do some natural remedies. And I do that a lot. However, if it is something that is really, really life threatening, you're going to want to go and get the expert's view. What is it that's really happening to my body? What do you recommend? What are you saying I should do? And that is quite understandable, because your health is at risk. You don't want to be trying, okay, I perform the surgery myself, like, right? You don't want to do that. You want to reach out and get the experts view and advice, and from there you proceed. So when it comes to your business, it is, so important that you view your business through those eyes, that it is so important. You need to get the very best support, the very best systems, very best setup for your business. You want to do that because one of the dangers, and there are a lot of side effects and implications of doing it yourself. One for sure is that you are not an expert. So there are a lot of spreadsheets floating around, or some of the accounting softwares and apps that you might say, okay, I can just use this and do it myself. One of the dangers in doing that is you are probably going to be putting numbers where they should not be. So, for example, you might be recording something, an item, as an expense when it should really be a capital asset. You might be recording something as a cost of goods sold when it's really an expense. And all these things do affect how your reports are generated, and your reports are used for decision making. Your reports are used for calculating your taxes that you're going to pay. Your reports affect so many other things. So if from the get-go you are not classifying properly, then definitely that is a danger, and it can be so costly. You're paying more taxes than you need to pay. You are making decisions based on wrong information, incomplete information. So when you do it yourself, you are at the risk of all this happening. And also think about the opportunity cost of your time as business owners, as entrepreneurs, CEOs. Your time is so valuable and so, costly. So you need to be using your time on things that will add more value and drive more revenue into your business. So doing your own accounting is definitely not one of those. It's easier if you outsource or you have an expert on your team that is going to do the right classifications, do the right recording, and then you can discuss the reports and understand what's happening in your business. So that is one of the dangers of doing it yourself. You are at the risk of putting the information in the wrong categories. There's a risk of incomplete transactions, of more chaos. That is why it is so, so, so important that really weigh the odds. Is it worth it? Another thing with do-it-yourself accounting is the cost to clean up. So you're there doing it yourself. You're thinking you're on track. Everything is fine. You realize that it's such a big mess after. And clean up, redoing is very costly. It's gonna, it costs you more than you're trying to do it yourself, because you have to now pay for a lot of research, a lot of back and forth with whoever's cleaning up your book. So again, it's cost. It's like, get it right from the beginning. Don't waste time and money in redoing, and in your business too, when you have to rework something, you have to do a rework. This wasn't done properly. That is again wasting time, right? It's a money leak in your business. Whereas if you tried your best to have the right systems and set up, you would not have to be redoing that job, redoing that project. It's just so overwhelming and time consuming at times. So another thing too, with when you're doing your accounting yourself, you're not equipped to understand what is happening in your business. So you might not be doing certain key accounting tasks, and processes are not in place in your business. So for example, a common one is that you are logging into your real life bank account and you're saying, okay, I have all this money available. When in fact, that is not the case, because due to timing differences and other issues, all the monies are not reflected in your bank account. So you're not using a tool called a bank reconciliation, which really shows the real situation of the funds that you have available. So you are again using incomplete and inaccurate information to make decisions, and these can definitely cost you. Again, when you're not having experts involved in your business, again, there's not that opportunity for improvement. So you are focusing, for example, I need to do this project, I need to get more sales in, and I'm going to do another video on that to elaborate more on that. However, nothing is wrong with getting more sales in, getting more revenue. However, is it really worth it? Is it profitable? That's another thing, because if you are doing revenue, that's just a part of the puzzle, a part of the whole operation of your business. So if you're bringing in 6-7 figures and at the end of the month you are not profitable, at the end of the year you don't see those funds, those cash, the reasonable cash reflected in your bank account, that's a red flag. So when you do have experts on your team, they're able to track these things easily. They have the eyes for that. That's their jam, as some persons might say. So they are able to support you and give you the heads up quickly. This doesn't look right. Let's reconsider this. What is really happening? And so much more. So there are a lot of dangers when you're doing accounting yourself. And also remember that as your business grows, your systems change. Your systems are going to need to change. The demands of your business, the dynamics of your business will change. So you need to have, somebody who's going to support you in this way. It's just like athletes. Athletes ensure that they have a coach. They ensure that they have the right support to help them with training, with techniques, right? They're just not operating in isolation. They know that, okay, I need a trainer, I need a coach. The top coach, Usain Bolt, he's from Jamaica, my country. So we know that he had several coaches, several trainers who definitely helped him to be so successful, right? Number one person in the world runner. So definitely think of your business in that realm that, okay, my business is so valuable, my business is important, I can't take that risk. I can't afford to be using systems or using setups in my business for accounting that are not effective, that are not really assessing what's happening in my business, that are not positioning my business for growth, for success, for long term. Definitely see your business as that important. Your business is worth that investment to ensure that you have the right persons on your team to help you in this accounting, just the broad umbrella of accounting. Accounting, when you think of it, the number one reasons that businesses fail is lack of paying attention to their numbers, not having enough cash flow. So you don't want to be another statistic, right? You want to be prepared. You want to be like, okay, if we're going to have another lockdown, getting into a recession, I'm not getting anxious because my business is set up to withstand these changes. Yes, we might see changes in my business, but it's not going to get to the point where you're, out of business. And it's so sad because I've seen it, even the last few months, so many businesses have gone down out of business. It's really sad. And you think about the impact of that on their family, other families that depended on them, the economy at large, and such as far impact. So make sure you are viewing and seeing your business, giving your business the recognition it needs. It is valuable, it is important. That is why it can't be left up to chance, can't be left up to do-it-yourself processes and systems and accounting. You definitely need to have that expert on board to help you, to support your business, to be sustainable, to grow, and to withstand key changes, and changes will come. So I'll be signing off now. So I am Kersha Campbell, your cash flow maven, helping you to increase your cash flows in your business, cash management issues, helping you to, say goodbye to financial chaos, frustration, overwhelm, sleepless nights about what's happening in your business. If this is where you're at, you have been using do-it-yourself accounting techniques or Googling, let's talk. Let's talk about what's happening in your business to see what is the best strategy, to see what is the best next step for your business, to set up your business to ensure that it's positioned for growth, it is positioned for continuity, and of course, increasing cash flow and profits, right? Don't leave it up to chance. Your business does not deserve your do-it-yourself accounting systems and all that you're doing. So send me a DM. I'll be happy to talk more on that. So until next time, signing off.